Oh, boy. 50 Cent's trolling has backfired. Oh, man. He's putting himself at great risk going at these lengths to expose his baby mother. It's just like, what are you doing this for? So after my video saying that 50 Cent is in danger and they mentioning in court about people trying to find Jane's identity and all of these different things, 50 Cent doubles down again, puts up these photos that you see here saying that does anybody know the identity of Jane Doe. He's trying to find out for reference or whatever the reason he came up with. But this puts him in the crosshairs. So now the whole internet started to roast him as they dug up old photos of him simping over Daphne, his baby mother. Once again, we're not saying it's Jane. We don't know who she is. This is 50 Cent making these things on his post. So they're saying, man, you was out here caking in the sand, got the towel on like Diddy. Fifth better be careful, because his ass will be in the courtroom next. She'll snatch his ass up and be on a stand somewhere. Because it's obvious whoever Jane is out here saying, they asked Jane. She said she got money from Diddy and child support. That's where she got her money. So if Jane is this person, Daphne, whether it's Jane or Daphne, you need a job. She was claiming that she used to get paid for endorsements, like endorsing products on social media. Then she was going to do OnlyFans. But she got talked out of it by Diddy, whoever Jane is. So, I am not trying to find out who Jane is. I really don't care. Now, the government saying they're watching things very closely. And they could see all over the internet 50 Cent's posts are very popular, and everybody is loving the popularity of the posts. They're loving like all of the satire, everything that's coming along with it. So when people saw that, they started to freak out and go, "Oh man, this is great! I love it! I love it!" So now, when things started to go left, people started to say different things. Like, oh, okay, so now I get it. Now he want to be mad because this and that. But no, this is the woman you chose to be your baby mama. Y'all had a kid together. You took photos with her. I don't think you ever took a photo with your other baby mama, Marquis' mama. Because Marquis' mama, she liked you when you was boo-boo. But all of his trolling now is starting to fall back and blow back on him now. But 50 don't care. I'm going to tell you, I keep telling y'all are dealing with a different animal. He don't care. A lot of people don't want the government bothering him. Period. They be, dog, I don't even want those problems. 50 Cent doesn't care. Do you know why? Here's the reason why. See, because what 50 is laughing about and thinking it's a joke about is actually the thing that's kicking his ass, because you was on family mode with this person. But I know what Fifth was doing. Y'all probably don't, but I do. Fifth is out here trying to poke at Marquise and all that. So when he take pictures with him doing family stuff with his other son, he does it to hurt his oldest son because he was hurt by Marquise. So a lot of this was to piss off his other baby mama and all this, because Fifth don't care about anybody, dog. He really don't. Fifth just, his parameter of care is different. You know, you got to be able to recognize that. This is why it's going to be hard for him to have a real relationship, because his relationship, you know, he ain't Canaan. His relationship is built on, you know, self-preservation. It's not easy for him to share, like, how you feeling today. He don't really care about how you feeling. He don't care how your day was at work and who bothered you on your job. He's not trying to connect with you in that way. Like, if he orders some food and you order some food and you take your fork and it's like, oh, let me taste that, and try to go into his plate with your fork, that man might cut you with a knife. A lot of different people are in the game and they're not doing well. And yeah, it's a lot of people not really understanding what it takes to get to that. Well, it's going to lead to a bad situation for a lot of different people. Well, I wanted to see a lot happen that didn't take place, that needed to take place. As far as the hip hop mogul go, but Daphne was never gonna be his woman. That was the girl he had for the period in time when he had her. That's just it. She had his baby and everything, but he never was openly with his kid like that until he had the problem with Marquise. Other than that, you weren't gonna get that. There's only certain things an individual could do. You see, Fifth don't like to lose. I understand his mentality more than other people. That's why I was like, I get Fifth when everybody don't be like, man, Fifth just crazy. Yes, he's crazy. He's absolutely crazy. Now, Diddy started dating her, right? Fifth didn't care no more. They had broken up the whole nine. Fifth didn't care. Right? He still paid her child support. And what Fifth said, she moved out by Diddy to try to have another baby. I mean, when she moved another mile by me to try to have another baby, then she started getting money from Brother Love. Well, here's the case. And the issue at hand. If she was doing, sorry about that, if she was doing those things and Diddy took her, that image made you look bad, because while you was trying to roast them and try to troll your baby mama and your son by showing all these family moments that you doing with them, stuff you never did with them, and you thought it was trolling, now it looked like you was simping for this chick. And now Diddy just come along and, you know, allegedly, you know, having her piped down by everybody. They piping her down and they treating her, you know, she's just being paid like a thot. She's hired help. While all of these people are getting exposed and disassembled, what you're starting to see is a whole different layout. Because now it looks like 50's jealous that Diddy took her. And 50 really don't care. That's the part everybody don't get. $50 don't care that Diddy took her. But the general public believes 50 is jealous because he took her. So now 50's got to poke back. 50's got to be this troll. He's got to show everybody he don't really care. Because now it looks like, oh, okay. This is why 50 be trolling Diddy. No, it had more to do with Ross than it does this. He can care less. But now the look of it has changed. The dynamic has changed to this. Well, when you start seeing things where people are doing goofy stuff, that's just to get your attention. They don't even make sense. Half of the stuff they're doing. That's how I look at Phil. I'm like, he going real hard. But I'll be like, dude, at what rate? Like, you about to piss off the government. You don't want them looking at you. Fifth don't care. Well, 50 Cent said he's trying to find out who Jane is. Yeah, different situations brought to the forefront. But now, since Diddy is doing this, and Diddy looking like he was the pimp, and he was doing all this stuff, and you was simping out here, that ain't a good look for 50. He don't like it. Once again, it's about him. So he gonna troll Diddy even harder now. But as I would say to Daphne and anybody else in that position, it's like, get a job. So she claimed her being with Diddy stopped her from doing her endorsements. You could be how long does it take you to endorse something on social media? How is that stopping you? Y'all just want money. All of y'all, like I told you, this is the case of all these broke people getting involved, doing broke stuff and broke activity. Let me tell you like this. 50, and this is why I know Fifth should be careful. I'm not trying to tell the government to start digging into Fifth, but Fifth has had a track record of putting hands where he shouldn't. You know what I'm saying? So, now, have they ever been reported? Well, we don't know. It might get reported, might not be reported. But when the person or persons are not doing what they're supposed to do, no, nobody cares. At the end of the day, it's all about one thing. At the end of the day, what people care about is one decisive thing. What is it going to be the effects of this? Just because her identity is blown or might not be blown, is that going to be monumental to the case? Mm-hmm. That's what I always say. Is it going to be monumental to the case? Are the people going to care? That's what you got to say at the end of the day. Are people going to care? Are they going to notice? Are they going to complain? Does it even matter? Because if the government go out to 50, what they going to tell them? Because the whole internet is doing it now. But he's a popular figure. So because he's a popular figure, well, there are many people that have different opinions on 50 Cent's importance in the situation and his involvement in trolling. So instead of them worried about YouTubers, you have celebrities and athletes who are doing something even greater. That's going to always speak bigger volumes, more eyes, more people watching. And that's just the gist of it. There's always a situation where you need somebody to come in and be the voice of reason, to be the standard. Well, when you don't have that, standard, that voice of reason. What you're left with now, it's sure just your own nonsense. This is all personal garbage you don't even need. That's what it really is. It's just personal garbage that you don't even need. Like Diddy, at the end of the day, is fighting for his life on trial. You leave that man alone to fight his case. What you trolling him for? He can't even do anything about it. And even if he was out, Diddy wouldn't do anything about it. Because he just really don't care. And if he did care, he definitely wouldn't let anybody on social media know he cares. I've often said that if they found reason or grounds for 50 Cent, then yeah. But no. 50 Cent and the rest of those guys that's doing that, they're just not being authentic or to the code for say. They're just, the lights get too bright. But like I told y'all, 50 don't care. Oh no, I never saw that materialize. What I saw is a bunch of people, just having fun trolling Diddy on social media. That seemed to be their only, vice. I will do a review for Lil Wayne's new album, The Carter 6. Yeah. So, without further ado, I'm going to get up out of here. So, that's the real situation. So this thing backfired on Fifth because he was using this as a troll for his baby mama and Marquise. And then this thing ends up blowing up many years later when they're using it against him to make him look like a simp. But it's just funny as hell to see him in the sand of that camera. Oh, God. Fifth is a fool, man. I told you. But I noticed these type of individuals. And if you're looking for compassion and care and all that, you've already screwed up. So, on that note, don't forget to go to my Patreon. You get to see, the Kendrick Lamar GNX concert in Chicago. It's free. We made that free for everybody, the public. So, anyway, again, I'm out of here. People sending me messages right now. Been distracting me. But I'm out. Shouts out to Kwame Brown, Bust Light. Too Raw for TV. Welcome to HD IITV Sports Talk with Jose Rodriguez. 78 Sports TV. I'm out.